What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bro Tech Gaming Podcast. It's been a minute since we've done the YouTube upload, but as y'all can see, we have the most special guest on the episode today, Mr. Carlos.
What is up?
Welcome back, dude. Welcome back.
It's been a while. I turn on the PC and I'm just like, man, how do I do this? I couldn't even get like the camera to work anymore. It feels like my PC just retired on the podcast, but got it working so y'all can see my face. It feels good to be back, man. I mean, one thing for sure. Yeah, well, one thing for sure, man, like the burnout was real, man. Like I got so burnt out on the editing and just the uploads and stuff like that, man. It felt good to take, a couple months break. Thank you for keeping us updated on the Spotify.
Did my best. Did my best. I mean, the solo episodes are okay. I don't mind doing the solos. It's weird when you're just talking to yourself for a little bit, like I really have to script out everything that I'm going to talk about, because then I'm just going to be lost in my thoughts, and that's kind of fucking boring when like I'm all alone. So it's nice to have someone that I can interact with now. So thank you for coming back to represent.
Yeah, for sure, man. I was gonna be back. I just needed some time, and now, well, especially with our schedules, man. It's been like a crazy summer for us so far. Like we just been busy, like every Friday, Saturday. Like the times that we can get the podcast in, it's just we're either doing something, not home. It's just summertime. It's just how it is. Yeah.
And I mean, we can talk about some of our personal stuff. I'll let you get into it in a second, but I had my mother-in-law here for a couple months, and I love her. She's great, but she requires a lot of attention, and we're like out all the time, shopping all the time, taking care of her all the time, and finding like that time slot where we can like do this thing is almost impossible, because the weekends are the only time that we are home with her that we can take her out places. And it's like a marathon, dude. Like we'll be up like early, like me and Michelle will go to the gym early, and then as soon as we get back, it's like, okay, like let's get ready, let's go, and then we're out for like 10 to 12 hours after that. So yes, yeah, a little bit more flexibility in the timeline now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a little bit more consistency now. I still got the weekends off, Fridays. I think you got like every other Friday off, so we'll make it work again.
We will make it work. You had a lot going on the past few weeks, though. What do you want to talk about, man? Like you had the expo that just happened for your birthday. You had your actual birthday. I still have a gift for you for your birthday, which is in my car. So I might try to like scoot by tomorrow and drop that off whenever you wake up at like the crack of afternoon.
Yeah, that is my schedule. I work the night shift, so I'm awake by like 11:30, 12 o'clock. That's my sunrise. But yeah, so I can get into the expo. The expo was really fun. I was very unprepared for it. I was really hoping that you could have like held my hand during the whole walkthrough and been like, okay, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there. I was kind of just like lost in the woods, just like walking in. But yeah, it was so much fun. I felt like I didn't even experience like a quarter of what I could have experienced. It's just, I tried to cram it all in on one day, and it didn't work out because so a couple things happened that kind of went wrong. So as I said, I worked the night shift, so I left work a couple hours early so I can go home and try to go to sleep earlier. But I still didn't wake up until about 10 o'clock. We didn't leave the house until about 12 o'clock. So we didn't show up there until about 2:30ish after parking. So we get there, I pull my camera out, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record, like me walking in and stuff like that. And I look at the camera and the battery's half dead. So I actually left the camera on because like me and my wife were taking pictures before we left. and instead of turning the camera off, I left it on and just put it in the bag, and we took off. So for a whole like 2 hours the camera was on in the bag. So when I went to go turn it on, when I got there, it was pretty much halfway dead. And after I seen that, I was just like, fuck, like I don't want to use the camera anymore. Like I'm just gonna be able to take pictures. I can't like vlog the way I wanted to, because like the battery only lasts about like an hour or so, you know. So I did take a lot of pictures, maybe not a lot of pictures, but I took a couple of pictures. They had some like cutouts and stuff, and I was taking pictures like that. I really wanted to take pictures with the cosplay people, but I was just like, I'll come back to that, you know, because they're always like right in the entrance and they just hang out there. It's like they have like a little party right there. So I was like, I'll come back and I'll take pictures with everybody. Didn't end up happening. I didn't take one picture with any cosplay people. So what happened was,
what had happened was,
yeah. So the first place we went to was like the entertainment one, where they have like all the vendors. You know, I was going around like trying to buy stuff, and then I really wanted to go to the beer garden because I wanted to get a beer. So my wife was like, oh, let's go over here first and then we'll go to the beer garden. So I was like, okay. So from the entertainment center, we went over to it was like another entertainment place where they have more like vendors and stuff, but they're like a little bit more expensive. So we kicked it there for a while, and then we ended up going to the beer garden, and I got this like marinated squid. It looked pretty cool. It was probably like this big, and it was just like marinated like on a stick, and it was actually pretty good. I ate the whole thing. Had a $20 beer, and then we were like, all right, let's go back. So we made our way back, and then like we were just walking around. We went through like the what do you call that, like the gallery, like the,
like, I guess it's like oh yeah, like the artist alley.
Yeah,
artist alley.
Yeah, so we went to the artist alley. They had like an 18 plus section there, and that place is super funny. Yeah, like I mean, fuck it, why not, you know? So we went in there, and I'm like looking around, and it's like all these posters are just like straight up like naked chicks, like it's like anime like naked chicks and like naked dudes, and like I saw like the gayest shit ever in there. So yeah, so we took a couple laps around there, and then we were just like, okay, let's go back to the other side. So by that time it's already like 6 o'clock, so we get halfway over there and the people are like, yeah, it's closed already. I was like, what? Because so every time I would look at the time, it would say that it was done like around midnight. So I was telling Karen, I'm like, you know, like we'll stay till at least like 9 or 10, you know, because we got here so late. But it was already closed at like 6:30. So we were like, I was just like, damn, like I only got to see stuff for like 4 hours and it's already like closed and it's time to go. So so that kind of like, I mean, along with the other stuff, it kind of like was a downer for me. I really didn't get to see everything that I wanted to. I didn't get to take pictures of what I wanted to. Like the vlogging was just scrapped since the beginning. And yeah, so that was my Anime Expo 25 experience.
Damn. I mean, when you started posting, it was so late in the day, and like the whole day I was thinking like, damn, like I wonder why he hasn't posted anything yet. Like he should be posting the crowd. But this is at like you know, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I'm like, I wonder if he's having a good time. And then come to find out that you guys didn't get there till hella late. Immediately me and Michelle were like, dude, like they got there late. Like it is hard though, because it's one thing to try to navigate the crowds, but it's just getting to and from different venues takes so much time, dude. Like you're walking and you're on your feet so much. You really can't do it all in one day unless you're going there like specifically for one thing. Like if me and Michelle were going to be there for one day, I think we would only be doing like the marketplace where people are selling like a bunch of shit. Like that's where we were probably going to spend most of our time. But if we want to look at other venues and you know, go to different locations, you can't do it all in one day. Like you have to do at least a multiple day, which we've only done the expo twice, and I feel like both times we did it for multiple days. I don't think we ever did just a one day. But I think that's just like because it was your first time. Like next time, I think the lesson is like we got to get there earlier just so that we're more prepared. I don't know that you needed a $20 beer like at the expo, but I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I had a budget, so a couple weeks ago, I actually got a settlement check from the Straddle launch.
Talent scale.
Or talent scale, yeah, that's what it was.
I got
So
it from Talent Scale, too.
yeah, so we got some money, So
Yeah.
so me and Karen, like, we split it. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna use this money for the expo, and probably not spend all of it, but it was like a good chunk of change, Like I didn't feel like I was being cheap on anything,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
feel you, dude.
so then, I was buying stuff that I wanted. I was getting some stickers for my water thing. I went to the actual Anime Expo sales department, and I was getting I got the cup, and I got a pennant, and I got a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
But I did want to spend more money, and I feel like I was robbed of buying other stuff that I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, so to be fair, I mean, there's definitely a lot of stuff to buy, but in all honesty, it's not anything different than they would sell at like AV Pop Shop or something. Like it's pretty much a lot of the same stuff. The benefit is you're able to haggle with people and you're able to negotiate prices with people. Whereas you go to an AV or places in the mall, it's just set price, it is what it is. So I mean, there is it is a little bit more fun at the expo because there's more options and there's a lot more to look at. And then people do have their custom shit too that they like to bring. So yeah, I mean, dude, we'll try to go. We'll try to go next year when our schedules aren't crazy. We just had too much going on, man. With Michelle's mom being there and then Michelle's work schedule, and it was just nonstop. It was just nonstop. So we'll try to plan it better maybe next time around. And then in the meantime, me and Michelle can get caught up on anime because we haven't watched shit since My Hero. So
Yeah,
we need to be more up to date on the animes before we go. But yeah, it sucks, man. I wish you had a better experience, especially since it was kind of your birthday, slash thing,
Yeah, but I mean it's more of my fault for not preparing. I'm not very good at preparing for stuff, so my plan was just gonna go and just walk around and see what's good, but getting there so late, it just threw everything off. But yeah, that was my Anime Expo experience.
I mean, you still got to see a lot of people's cosplays and stuff like that, though, right? I mean, there were still some highs,
Yeah,
despite the lows.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people had really good cosplays. There was a lot of cheeks hanging out from the girls walking by, which was pretty cool. I mean, even Karen would point it out and be like, "Look," and I was like, "Oh shit, that's cool."
Dang, nice costume.
Yeah, she was taking pictures and sending it to people too.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Ashleys from Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
Resident Evil 4. We went to go sit down, just on the floor somewhere, and it was a spot where a lot of people were sitting down, and there was actually a person in front of me that was dressed up as Ashley, and she looked just like her. I was showing Karen the picture from the game, and then we would look at her, and she had everything exactly the same. It looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So another thing, grab it real quick.
There's a squirt in the background. Bro, you just got sodas and waters just chilling back there.
Yeah, so this is something that I really wanted from over there. So it does have the 2025 Anime Expo tag on there. This thing was
cool.
So cool. But I couldn't even get it there. So they have a Funko shop, pop-up shop thing right there, where I'm thinking that people got there super early and just rushed over there just to get all the exclusive stuff. Because by the time that I got there, all they had were the little pop, tiny little Funko Pop things. And that's it. They had like 3 of them left, but I mean by like 4 or 5 o'clock, like obviously they're not gonna have anything. So I just went online and I just ordered this one because this is the only one that I really wanted. So I got it online and it came in like a couple days ago.
Yeah, dude, we were surprised too because like I didn't expect it to be so busy on Wednesday. Like I was expecting it to be really popping off on the weekend. So like me and Michelle were just like, oh, like we'll just buy our tickets like a few days before, and like that shit was sold out so fast. I'm like, bro, but it's the first day, like on a Wednesday. Like what the fuck is everybody doing on a Wednesday? They're like selling out the expo tickets, man.
Yeah, I mean it was a Thursday, but it's a holiday weekend, so I think people get like more time off. Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so literally the next day was my birthday. So I went to Christian's house. We drank, had like ribs and like carne asada and just like the regular barbecue stuff. It was pretty fun. They were doing fireworks and stuff. My brother has like an ATV that I was like driving around the neighborhood, which I really shouldn't have, but it was pretty fun. Other than that, like birthday was just like a regular birthday and just watching fireworks, getting drunk, and hopefully feeling not so hungover the next day. Which
were you not so hungover the next day?
No, I was actually pretty fine. Like I woke up, I took a couple pills and then I was good. So
yeah,
not like the hangovers that I usually get that last like 2 days.
Yeah. How are the fireworks where you guys were at?
They're just regular. I mean, I didn't buy any fireworks. I think Christian and Gio bought fireworks, mostly just for the kids.
Yeah, dude, it was popping off over here, man, because this was our first 4th of July staying home, because we didn't want to go anywhere because we didn't want to deal with like crowds and shit. But bro, like they were popping off everywhere around us, like in our neighborhood, near our neighborhood. Like the fireworks were setting off car alarms and everything. Like what's crazy is I know the good fireworks are not cheap, and like I thought, okay, like maybe like a few here and there are gonna pop off because like people just moved into these houses, right? And I know how expensive these fucking houses are, but they were just like launching firework after firework after firework. I'm like, bro, where the fuck are they getting this money, dude? like we must be living around some rich ass people, because like I could not afford the shit that people were popping off. But at the same time, it was kind of cool because they were pretty nice. They had some really good fireworks around us, and it was just like in our backyard, in our front of the house and everything. So as long as nobody's house burnt down, but it was all good. It was cool. That was kind of our 4th of July. It was just chill.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and then as far as the other 2 days, like Saturday and Sunday, I literally just stayed home. I was just like, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay home and just relax, catch up on some shows that I needed to finish watching, which is something that we can get into next. So I did finish. I finished You. I don't know if you finished that one.
No, we have not. We haven't been able to like get into any shows recently, except for Squid Game. Michelle did watch Squid Game. I guess you could call it season 3. It's more like, I feel like it was more like a season 2 part 2, but she finished it on my behalf, which doesn't. I missed out on a whole lot. But let's talk about You first, like your experience with You, whether or not you were satisfied with it.
I was glad that show is over. I feel like the last 2 seasons were not good. They were kind of just like rinse and repeat. Like I get like in the first couple seasons where he finds these girls and he wants to be like really in love with them, and he wants them to be like really in love with him. But like to do that for every season where he meets a girl and it's just like, oh, does she love me? Does she love me not? Like it got so tiring. And especially in this last season, like I didn't really like his wife. She was like the rich like CEO of a company or whatever, so he had money and he had power, but like it never really showed him use any of it. The other girl that he was in love with, like I didn't like her at all. And I don't know, man. Like I'm really glad that that show is done. I have peace knowing that there's not going to be like a spin-off or like another season. I'm glad that it ended now. I'm just happy.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of shows that we still need to watch and get caught up on. Like, I can't give a fair review of Squid Game season 3 because, like I said, I didn't watch it. But even the parts that I did watch, I don't know, man. I just kind of was over it. Like the first season of Squid Game was so good and so unique, and then like season 2, it was kind of like a weird, like 50-50. Like the setup for season 2, and then like the dude getting back into the games. Like I didn't really feel like there was a point to any of it, you know. And then once you finish season 3, which like I'm not even going to talk about until like you watch it, until maybe there's like, you know, until spoilers start getting out there. You did watch it?
Yeah.
I mean, like without getting into heavy spoilers, I didn't really feel like there was a point to any of it, especially with the way it ended. Like I don't know. Like I'm thinking more like a big picture, I guess. Like I'm thinking of like what's the payoff to everything, and I felt like there was no payoff. You know, like he won the first game, and then he was just like so compelled to like just stop the games, and then he got into the game, but then like the games aren't gonna stop anyways. Other than maybe like the one like North Korean undercover chick like potentially getting away. I think her character was the only one that I cared about because it was like a different perspective. Like you weren't looking at it from the player's perspective. You were looking at it from like the staff perspective. And that was the only thing that I liked. But just the whole like third season was kind of a nothing burger for me, you know? Just like,
yeah. I actually liked the third season. I like how they went more in depth with the like the staff, like where they actually like take off their masks and you can actually like see them. Didn't like that they brought the VIPs back. They really had no value to the show. It was like in season 2,
terrible,
yeah, like in season 2 they didn't have them, and then they brought them back in season 3. It's just like, why? Like it was a lot better without them. You know, like them making the baby become like a player. It was
it was a little far-fetched, man. Like I wasn't like behind any of that stuff. I couldn't get behind it at all.
Yeah. So then so I guess they're gonna have like Squid Games LA or America, but I think it's gonna be LA. But like at the very end, I don't know if you saw it, so they had like that one lady playing the game with like a homeless man.
Kate Blanchett is the actress, but yeah, I saw the whatever, the teaser, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, so it's just like, is it gonna be a bunch of like homeless people like playing in the games? Because, you know, like
they got to figure out the homeless problem, bro.
I guess, man. Like I'm not gonna watch it if it's a bunch of homeless people like playing the game.
Yeah. Like what else are they gonna do?
But
yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Also, is it gonna be like dubbed, or is it gonna be like how the VIPs were talking? Like the VIPs were obviously like American, but then they still had them like dubbed over a different kind of English. Like it was weird.
Yeah,
I wonder how they're gonna do that.
I have a feeling that it's basically just the creator, the guy that created Squid Game. I think he's just like passing the torch. Because I literally envision it as like the USA version of Squid Game. Like US will do their own version of Squid Game, so it's just kind of like a licensing thing. So I mean, whatever. If it comes out and if it's good, like we'll probably give it a chance. I'm not really confident in Netflix being able to pull off anything great anymore. Like they're very hit and miss with everything they come out with. With that said, like Stranger Things just dropped their new trailer for season 5, I think it is, and like I'm excited for Stranger Things, but I'm also very hesitant about it too because it's Netflix. So yeah, I don't know. Like there's not a lot of shows out there right now that I'm really excited to want to get into. Like not a lot of announcements and reveals. Like besides, I guess, Squid Games, the only other things that we've been watching are like documentaries and stuff. Like we haven't really gotten into just shows in general.
Yeah,
So
I started watching Gone Girls on Netflix. It was like a 3-part documentary.
that one was
Um,
good, bro. That's the one in like Long Island, right? There's that
yeah,
like long strip of road on Long Island, and there were just like a ton of murders, and they all tied it to like one dude, but it may potentially be like multiple murderers that were involved in all that stuff. That was a good one. There's been some good like crime documentaries that have come out, man. Yeah.
yeah. I was always looking for one like who was the guy that like killed his wife and the kids and like took him out to the desert.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to find one that's like that, like very like shocking, you know, like at the end it's like, oh, it was the dad. He did kill them. Like that one
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that one. They did like 3 different versions of that documentary series because me and Michelle saw that on ID first before it got developed into a Netflix one. And then there's another one that we watched, which is semi-recent. I think it was actually on HBO, but it was called The Mortician. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
No.
So the premise of The Mortician, because it's actually pretty wild, bro. Y'all should watch it. But it's a mortuary and crematory, right? It's basically like a business that the son-in-law took over from the wife's family, but he created sort of like profits off of it by like taking on like more than basically like biting off more than he could chew. Because the idea is like when you have like a crematory, right? It's way cheaper to pay for cremation than it is to pay for like funeral services. So because of that reason, it's easier to capitalize off of people to just like take their money for cremation. But relatively speaking, you can only do like 4 bodies a day. And then you have to like clean it and prep it and then do like another 4. So maybe like best case scenario, you could do like 12 bodies in a week, you know? This guy was doing like hundreds of bodies a day. and,
Damn.
and I'm not gonna spoil like how he was able to do that unless you watch it. Like if you don't want to watch it, like I can get into it later. But it's actually pretty crazy, bro. It's pretty crazy because that's just like the premise of it, but there's a whole bunch of like other like criminal shit that he was getting into while he was running this business that's like some mafia, like some serious mafia shit. So yeah, it's called The Mortician. So there's two recommends: Gone Girls on Netflix and then Mortician on HBO Max. Go watch those.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for like shows, man. Like I really have nothing to contribute to that because yeah, I don't know. There's some movies coming out though. We had some trailers drop for some movies coming up.
Yeah, most recent Mortal Kombat 2. This one I feel like Johnny Cage is going to be the main character in this one.
It looks
like
yeah.
he's going to be played by Carl Urban, which is like a really good actor. He comes out in The Boys. He came out in Thor. He's come out in a lot of stuff.
He's been in a lot of movies. Like he was Judge Dredd. He was in the Star Trek movies. You know, he was Hank McCoy, or not Hank McCoy, Doctor McCoy from Star Trek. Born Identity. He was in one of like the Chronicles of Riddick movies. But yeah, most recently The Boys. He's Billy Butcher, so everybody should recognize him from being Billy Butcher, if anything. But also Judge Dredd. Like Dredd wasn't that bad. I mean, it was kind of a long time ago, but he was good in that too. Oh, he was in the Doom movie.
Oh yeah,
with The Rock.
that horrible movie.
That was a banger.
Oh man.
Sometimes like clips of those movies will pop up on my TikTok, and then I'll watch it, and I'll just be like, "How the fuck did we get through that generation?" But anyways, yeah. Sorry. Back to Mortal Kombat. What are your thoughts?
I'm actually excited to watch it. Comes out in October, so not even that far away. What is it? August, September, October? What, 3 months?
Yeah.
So not that far. We did get like a teaser trailer a couple days ago, and then they released the actual trailer a couple days after that. I didn't even know that they had the actual trailer until today when I saw it, because I thought it was just like another teaser trailer, but it said like official trailer, so I watched it. And yeah, so we got like a lot of characters coming out. Jax looks like Michael B. Jordan. I had to like squint a couple times and I'm like, is that Michael B. Jordan? Is that not? Because they only show his face for like a split second, but he looks just like him. But I don't think it's him.
Racist.
No, because he has like the mustache, you know, like he looks just like him.
Yeah, he's got the Michael B. mustache.
Yeah, so Sonya Blade is coming out. There's Raiden. Scorpion's coming back. Baraka. Baraka looked actually pretty cool.
He looked okay, man. The CGI on his mouth, though, when he started talking, looked a little wonky. You know, with where we are with AI technology now, like I feel like they could have just did AI on his face instead of CGI, and it would have been better. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, the movie is kind of out there. It's a little cartoonish, based on the trailers, but. Yeah, who else did we get? We got Melina. It looks like we got Melina. We got Katana. I think Liu Kang was in it too. Like everything was like really, really flashy. You know, they revealed a lot of characters, but it was super flashy. Like Shao Kahn is going to be definitely more of a main bad guy in this one. I think it's going to be more like more honest to the actual Mortal Kombat 2 video game. Like it's given the same vibes, like them actually battling in Outworld with way more characters. But it looks cool. It looks entertaining.
Yeah, I had seen Scorpion fighting somebody. He did like his thing out of his hand. Yeah, and then he like took somebody out of like the body, like they split them apart, and then he like killed the other one. So I'm not too familiar with that character. I was thinking it was like Smoke or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's actually I think it's supposed to be Noob Saibot, which is like a hidden character that popped up in MK2. But Noob Saibot was like man, I don't know the history on him. Noob Saibot basically like emulated the ninja clans. Like he was kind of modeled after like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, but he was like a demon or some shit like that like possesses their bodies or something. So I don't know. It looks like they're gonna make him like more of a main baddie, since there's no like, it doesn't look like there's an official Sub-Zero in this movie. But you gotta have Scorpion fight some ninjas all the same.
Did Scorpion not die in the first one?
No, he was alive in the first one. I mean, technically he can't die because he's like already dead.
Okay. So, I just thought like he like went back to like his like resting area or like back to hell or something.
Yeah, I think that's honestly like the only way to kill Scorpion is if like the deal he has with hell and the demons like release his soul. But basically his soul is trapped by the demons until he's like done doing the shit he needs to do. The thing that's kind of weird to me though is like Carl Urban is not a martial artist. So like it's very obvious that they're using like stunt doubles to do all of his acrobatic choreography. Even more weird that like technically within like the Mortal Kombat universe, like everyone's sort of modeled after true martial artists, and the lore is that Johnny Cage is modeled after Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like that's what they modeled him after. And like Carl Urban looks the part, but the dude ain't no martial artist. So it'll be I hope they can pull that off without it looking super wonky, and hopefully it's believable. But nonetheless, it looks entertaining. Like I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that's mostly all I care about, is that I'm entertained while I watch it. If I could just go there and buy some popcorn and like turn off my brain and just be entertained, like watching like a Fast and Furious movie, like that's fine.
Yeah, I talked about that on my last episode, but Vin Diesel looking a little rough, bro. Vin Diesel looking like a chunky monkey.
Bro, I saw that, and so I had heard rumors about him wanting to come back to LA and make it more like bring it back to the streets, but I didn't believe it, because you see how far we've come. You know, like we've had cars going into outer space, we've had you know, the Rock punching submarine rockets and stuff like that. Like we're past that. Like you can't go back to it and just pretend like that whole universe doesn't exist anymore, you know.
It's true. It's true.
So yeah, so he wanted to bring it back to LA. He wanted to bring it back to the streets and have it more grounded. Then the third one, which I really don't agree with, is bringing Paul Walker back, or Brian O'Connor, because I mean obviously you can't bring him back. But the thing, like the biggest issue I have with that is that they already had his send off, you know.
Yeah.
The only thing that they messed up on is keeping him alive in the franchise, by talking about him, saying that he's retired and he's at home with the kids. Like, I know it would have been disrespectful at the time to like kill him off in the franchise, like, you know, right after he died in real life. But like, I think we're so far from that it's okay if that happens, or, you know, something happens to him where we're never going to see him again, you know. You know, the writers make a lot of money and I'm sure they can pull something out of their ass that's believable. But yeah, like I don't want to see Brian O'Connor on the screen anymore, like just because in real life we know why he's not on there no more, and it's fine if he's not on there anymore, you know. Like just continue making the movies that you've been making and then we're good with it, you know. That's my 2 cents on it.
I think the only way they could have pulled that off is just by like separating from that timeline entirely, you know. Like even with him sort of like teasing him a little bit, like the fact that they brought Mia back in like the last 2 movies, and it's like in their house where they're raising Brian's baby. It's like you're already creating like that connection to Paul Walker even without intending him to be in the movie. It's just like, you know what, like if you're gonna create this super like spy narrative within Fast and the Furious, then take that and like separate it from the Paul Walker stuff. Like let Paul Walker retire with his whole family. Like don't even bring Mia back. Like you don't even have to talk about that anymore. Just leave it be, you know, like leave it alone. But it's just like weird if like they bring back Mia for that one movie and he's like, oh well, where's Brian? It's just like, oh, like he's watching the kids. You know, like meanwhile I'm getting my ass kicked by super spies and like my brother, you know, who's not even Latino. So,
yeah, John Cena.
I don't know, man. There's so much. There's just like so much to criticize. But whatever. Bring it back for one more. Let's do it again. That's kind of how Universal is right now, bro. Like they're just milking every franchise they got at this point.
Yeah, I think, but I think this is going to be the last one as far as the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm pretty sure they're going to have other spin-offs because there's so many like characters in this franchise. Like any one of them can have a spin-off. You know, like The Rock did it.
Gibson gonna do, bro? Tyrese Gibson's got like 82 kids. Like he's gonna, all his alimony is gonna go toward his kids. He's got to keep making more movies.
Yeah, I mean they can do a prequel. You know, when he was doing the derby, like that car derby where they found him at in the second one.
Yeah, they can recast Paul Walker again, a younger Paul Walker.
Yeah, I mean there's so much they can do. I'm just I don't know. I don't want to see Brian O'Connor in the movies anymore because you're gonna know, like it's like his brother's body with like CGI on his face. Like it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna sound good because I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Since we're still on topic of movies, so we just had a big blockbuster drop last week, which was Superman. Everybody's talking about it for better or for worse. I'm still kind of in the same boat where like I don't really want to watch the movie, but I'll probably still watch the movie just for comparison. But it's like a lot of people that are hating on it that really like the Henry Cavill movies, and the people that hated the Henry Cavill movies like really love this one. So there's obviously like a 50-50 split. So I don't know if you have any like thoughts or opinions on the Superman movie, even though we haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I do want to watch it though. I think one of these weekends coming up, I'll probably go watch it. after I watch Jurassic Park, because Karen wants to watch that before we watch anything else. And I do want to watch both of those movies before I watch Fantastic Four, so that way I can. I mean, those are like the three like big blockbusters, for July. But yeah, like as far as like the old Supermans, like I never like hated them. Like I really liked Henry Cavill. I never had a problem with him. I think more of like Wonder Woman was a problem because she's like a really bad actress.
Dude, have you been seeing like those TikToks of people doing like imitations of Gal Gadot and doing different scenes from different movies, but it's almost like a casting thing for Gal Gadot. It's so funny though.
Yeah,
I never thought of how bad of an actress she was until people started doing that.
Like she wasn't bad in Fast and Furious. Like I never saw that, but like you see the other ones where she's talking about like enough champagne to feel denial. She like throws it. Yeah, and you're just like, damn, like they couldn't do one more take of that.
I know, dude. It's funny. I feel bad for her though, because I don't think she's a terrible. Like I didn't think she was a terrible actress in general. I think it's just a lot of people are just hating on her. Because of like all the like the Israel and Palestine stuff, but I never thought of her as like a bad actress until I saw those TikToks and memes and just like, damn, is she really that bad, bro? Tragic.
Yeah, but I am excited to see it. Those three movies in particular. I feel like I haven't even started like my summer blockbuster like viewing yet because I haven't seen any of them.
Well, it was supposed to start with 28 years later. That was supposed to be the start of our summer blockbuster.
Yeah, so
let's talk about it.
Yeah, so we can talk about it. So we're gonna talk about 28 years later. My bad.
22. I mean,
dude, it was okay. So you already explained, like on my part, that I hated the movie. So I didn't hate the whole movie. I really liked the first act, the way that it started. We have like, so we're gonna go into spoilers. The movie's been out for like a month or so spoilers. Yeah. So the movie starts out with, the kids in the room watching Teletubbies. The parents are kind of like worried, and then like all of a sudden you see like the infected come in and just start tearing up, like the parents, and then like the kids are like running around getting tore up, and you have like this one little boy who makes it out. Runs over to the church. I wasn't exactly clear if that was like his actual father or if they just say father because he was a priest.
Maybe both.
Yeah,
I'd probably say it's probably more that than him being his biological father.
Okay. So he runs over to the priest, and then the priest is like yeah, like I'm ready for like the end of days and blah blah blah, and then like lets him in, and he starts getting shredded by all the infected. But like right after he does that, he's kind of like, it looks to me like he was like pointing, like instructing the infected like where to go, and it's like you shouldn't have control over your like, you don't have like a conscience anymore, like you're gone. Like that kind of looked weird to me.
Yeah.
And then after that, we get the dad and the son, which initially I thought they were brothers. I think the dad looks too young to be having a kid like in his like teenage years. So I thought they were brothers, and then the one that was the mom that was sick, I thought that was like both of their moms, until later like it cleared it up, and I was like, oh shit, that's his wife, and like, oh shit, that's his son. Like but yeah, so the son and the dad, they go out for the son to go get his first kill, and I thought it was going to take place more on the mainland, that they were going to get stuck out there and they had to survive to get back onto their island. But like 20 minutes later, they're back on the island and they're like having a party, and I'm like, okay, like where is this movie going to go from there? And then like it turns out that the son just takes the mom back onto the mainland to go find the doctor that he's been told about, that this doctor is crazy. Like they're telling stories about this doctor, and he's like, oh, that he's probably like the best one to help my mom. So I think ever since like that part, the movie just went like downhill for me. Yeah. They had like a lot of stuff on there, like they had like the infected, they were hunting, And then all of a sudden it just doesn't show that anymore. You know, like it would be cool if we saw the infected hunting them, like with the night vision shit that they had going. Like that looked pretty cool, and then it just went away from it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I didn't like the movie. I thought it could have been way better. To me, it didn't really feel like a 28 Days like franchise. It didn't feel part of the franchise as like apart from the first act.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I always said was it didn't have like that Hollywood cinema that I got from even the second movie. Like the second movie felt like there's way more going on. It was like a bigger scale. The third movie like started out good. Like the first, like literally what you said, like the first like third of the movie felt like it was going to be like a really good like survival zombie movie, but then it turned into a whole different like movie with him trying to understand like his mom's sickness and it's cancer, and it got really artsy, and it was just like you had the pregnant infected in the train having a baby, and it's like, okay, like they can have babies. Like they didn't go into more context about stuff like that. We were just kind of force fed it. Like even the doctor was just like, interesting, I was wondering about that. It's just like, okay, like give us more of that then, I guess. But then it was just I don't know, man. Like you have this alpha that's running around swinging his dick everywhere, and like all they do is like just inject him with some kind of like horse tranquilizer, and like, okay, you're gonna let him live? Like he's gonna come to and he's gonna start like ripping people to pieces again. Like why not eliminate the threats when you can? Like it didn't feel realistic to me in the sense of being in a post-apocalyptic survival world. And then you have the soldiers that are on the island. They're just like, oh, like you guys are quarantined. There's actually like a whole world out there. It's like, and like we're not getting any of that in context. It just felt like a very isolated movie. It felt like an indie movie, and it felt kind of artsy, and it didn't really expand on the universe that I wanted it to. Like I felt like the second movie did a much better job of that. Of course, we're still getting a part 2 of this movie where we're probably going to get a little bit more into like what's happening on the island. The little like Power Ranger cameo that they had at the end of the movie. I guess there's like a little Easter egg in that scene for a lot of people that come from the UK, which I can get into a little bit. So the main character, I don't want to say the main character because he's not the main, but the main Power Ranger at the end of it, who was the little boy at the beginning of the movie, his name is Jimmy, and he's supposed to emulate a real life person that was like a TV DJ in the UK, and his name was Jimmy Salvi. And this guy Jimmy Salvi was kind of like the UK's version of like Ryan Seacrest or Carson Daly, like back in the 60s and the 70s, when that was kind of like, that's what people tuned into on TV. They would watch like the live shows and stuff like that with musicians. But Jimmy Salvi was always like front and center, like the main dude. But it turns out like there's a dark secret to Jimmy Salvi in real life, where he was like a molester, and he was like looking at kiddie porn, and he was like raping girls and stuff like that. So that's kind of like the backstory of what supposedly they're basing Jimmy on in the movie. So it kind of creates like an interesting like concept of like they find the little boy at the end of the movie. He's like, hey, like, you know, come join us, come hang out with us. And if it's like true, if they're trying to like throw that Jimmy Salvi Easter egg in there, then it's potentially more dangerous than it seems. So I guess we'll see where that goes, where maybe it's not about infected, but now it's about like child kiddie porn cult or something. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that. So they already announced that I think they already filmed the second movie, because I think it comes out like next year or in 2 years, something like that.
I think it's 2027.
Okay, so yeah, I think they filmed them back to back. And then Cillian Murphy is gonna come out in the next one. I think the director or the writer, somebody said that he was gonna come out in a small part, and then the third one was actually gonna be like his movie. So I'm guessing in the second one we're gonna get more backstory on how like Jimmy became Jimmy. 'Cause I think that's the only thing that they can do. You know, like what else? Like what else are they gonna do? Because what's the dad's name?
Aaron Taylor Johnson, the main actor.
Yeah. So like I don't think he's gonna come out in any more of them. Like I think his story is done unless he's going out there to look for his son. I mean I feel like he would have already like looked for him, you know, because like. He just like ran out there and like screamed, and then like it just looked like he just like walked back to his house. Like it's like he's gone, he can't hear me. Like, you know, I'll just make another one, you know.
Well, now he has no responsibility, so he can bang any wench he wants to in the village and start a new family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Doesn't seem like he gives a fuck about his family too much.
Yeah, because I thought when they dropped the baby off, you know, and he was all like, "Oh shit, like my son was here." Like I really thought he would have got his shit together and just like ran out there and went to go look for him, you know. Like I think any parent would have that thought. He kind of just like ran out there. I'm like, "Bro, where's your stuff?" And then like screamed, and then like that was it. I was like, "Bro, like screaming's not gonna do nothing. Like run down there and go find him," you know.
Yeah. The first part of the movie was like the peak part of the movie. After that, it's just like whoever's interpretation of like what it means to them. Like that was for the indie artsy people, but not the action that I was expecting from a 28 years, days, weeks movie. So
yeah, definitely. Very disappointed.
Yeah, so hopefully the other movies coming out will be less disappointing. Superman, Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World rather. Hopefully Fantastic Four is good. Otherwise, there's really not a whole lot to look forward to for the rest of the year. Kind of is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I think we can wrap this one up. It was good catching up. Hope you guys had fun catching up with us. And maybe you guys can donate for my Anime Expo 2026 so I can go like all 4 days and really experience.
Yeah, that'll be the goal for the year is more subscribers and like some monetization to get Carlos tickets to the expo.
Yes, and I promise we will vlog it. I'll get some more batteries. I already got a new lens for the camera. All we need is just us there.
Yeah, content creation's hard, bro. It's hard. You gotta be prepared all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
Yep. All
right. You can take us out, Carlos.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Audio only listeners, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are new here, please subscribe, like the video, drop a comment in the comment section. If you guys are looking forward to any of these blockbuster movies coming out, if you guys have seen any, let me know your thoughts on 28 Inches Later. And yeah. Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out,
everybody. Bye.
All right. I think my mouse died. Oh, there it goes.